Welcome to Mediocre Movie Reviews. I'm Simon. Let's review Peter Pan's Neverland Nightmare from 2025. Peter Pan's Neverland Nightmare is a bold reimagining of J.M. Barrie's classic tale, but it takes a dark and twisted turn that might not sit well with everyone. Directed by Scott Chambers, this film is the third installment in the Twisted Childhood universe, a series that has gained notoriety for turning beloved children's stories into horror spectacles. This time, the story of Peter Pan is transformed into a grim and gritty horror film, where Peter is not the playful boy who never grows up, but a sinister figure with a penchant for kidnapping and murder. The film follows Wendy Darling, played by Placito, as she embarks on a perilous journey to rescue her brother Michael from the clutches of a deranged Peter Pan, portrayed by Portlock. This Peter is a far cry from the mischievous character we know. Instead, he is a chilling figure, reminiscent of Heath Ledger's Joker, with a penchant for terrorizing children. His lair is a decrepit drug den, a far cry from the magical Neverland of Barrie's imagination. The film's attempt to blend horror with the whimsical elements of the original story is ambitious, but it often falls flat. The horror elements are not as terrifying as one might expect, and the film struggles to maintain a consistent tone. The character of Tinkerbell, played by Kit Green, is reimagined as a heroin addict, adding a layer of darkness that feels more gratuitous than necessary. The film's low budget is evident in its production value, with much of the action confined to Peter's dingy hideout, lacking the visual flair that could have elevated the story. While the film does have moments that nod to horror classics like Trainspotting and The Black Phone, these homages feel more like imitations than original contributions to the genre. The film's pacing is uneven, with long stretches of dialogue that do little to build suspense or develop the characters. The script, co-written by Chambers and J.M. Barrie, lacks the depth and nuance needed to make the story truly compelling. The performances are a mixed bag, with Portlock's Peter Pan being the standout. His portrayal of a maniacal Peter is genuinely unsettling, but the rest of the cast struggles to make an impact. Placito's Wendy is a determined protagonist, but her character arc is predictable and lacks the emotional depth needed to engage the audience fully. Peter Pan's Neverland Nightmare is a film that will likely divide audiences. Fans of the Twisted Childhood universe may appreciate its audacity and willingness to push boundaries, but others may find it lacking in substance and creativity. It's a film that tries to do a lot with a little, but ultimately it feels like a missed opportunity to create something truly memorable. If you're a fan of horror and curious about this dark take on a classic tale, it might be worth a watch, but don't expect it to be a new favorite. So, that's my review of Peter Pan's Neverland Nightmare, and I'm giving it 2.5 stars out of a possible 5 stars. Thanks for listening. If you've liked this review, please like, subscribe, and I hope to see you all next time on Mediocre Movie Reviews.